Right now, there is probably one person you keep thinking about. Even when you try not to, even when you're busy, your mind keeps going back to them, quietly, again and again. Picture this. You're in a meeting or doing homework or just lying in bed, and out of nowhere, your mind slips away to them. You didn't choose to think about them. It just happened. Again, if that sounds familiar, you are not weak and you are not crazy. Your brain is running a process. And once you see how it works, this feeling will make a lot more sense. Let's start with the basics. Scientists say your brain handles this in 3 separate stages. They don't always happen together, and that's actually why love can feel so confusing. The first stage is the drive to connect with someone. This is pushed by hormones like testosterone and estrogen. Think of this stage as your body's basic push to seek someone out. It's not about one specific person yet. It's more like your body saying, go find connection. The second stage is the spark. This is the part where one person suddenly stands out. Your brain releases a chemical called dopamine, which is the same chemical linked to feeling reward and pleasure. This is why a new crush can feel like a high. You replay conversations. You check your phone. You daydream in the middle of the day. Dopamine is doing that. The third stage is the bond that holds 2 people together over time. This involves oxytocin and vasopressin. These are sometimes called bonding hormones because they help create the feeling of safety and closeness in long relationships. This is the stage behind couples who have been together for years and still choose each other every day. Here's the part most people don't realize. These 3 stages don't have to point at the same person. You can feel the spark for someone new, while still feeling a deep bond with a partner you've had for years. That's not you being broken. That's just your brain running more than one process at once. Now let's talk about how your brain quietly decides who catches its attention in the first place, because this part will surprise you. Have you ever started liking a coworker or classmate just because you kept seeing them again and again? There's a real reason for that. It's called the mere exposure effect. Basically, your brain starts to like things it sees often, simply because they feel familiar. Repetition alone can build attraction, even without you noticing it happening. Familiarity plays an even bigger role than most people expect. Research has found that people are often drawn to partners whose habits or emotional patterns remind them of their parents. This isn't about looks. It's about the way someone talks, reacts, or makes you feel. If it feels familiar, your brain reads that as safe, and safe can turn into attraction. There's also something called the matching hypothesis. In simple terms, people tend to be drawn to others who are a similar match to them, in looks, values, or personality. So the next time you wonder why you like someone, remember, your brain has already been quietly comparing and matching behind the scenes. Let's go a level deeper, into the actual chemistry running through your body when you have a crush. Dopamine is the chemical behind that excited, addictive feeling. It's the same chemical your brain releases when you win something or enjoy a favorite food. That's why thinking about your crush can feel so satisfying, almost like a reward. Then there's norepinephrine. This one explains the physical side. Your heart speeds up, your palms get sweaty, you feel a little nervous around them. That's norepinephrine putting your body on alert, like it's preparing you for something important. And here's the twist. Your serotonin levels actually drop when you're crushing on someone. Lower serotonin is linked to more obsessive thinking. That's the scientific reason you can't seem to switch your thoughts off them. Your brain has quite literally put them at the center of your attention and pushed almost everything else to the side. Put those 3 chemicals together, and you get that classic crush feeling. The highs, the nerves, the constant thinking. It's not just in your head emotionally. It's happening in your brain chemically. But here's something important. Not everything about attraction can be explained by chemicals alone. Take Marilyn Monroe and the playwright Arthur Miller. On paper, they made no sense together. She was one of the most famous actresses in the world. He was a quiet, serious writer. Completely different worlds. And yet they fell in love. Maybe he was drawn to her mind, in a world that only saw her image. Maybe she felt truly seen by him, past the fame. Psychologists sometimes call this the X factor, the part of attraction that isn't just biology. It's shaped by your personal history, your values, and what you deeply need from another person, even if you can't fully explain it. There's one more thing worth knowing, especially if you've ever assumed a spark has to be instant. Sometimes it isn't. This is called the slow burn effect. Researchers have found that spending more time with someone can slowly shift how attractive you find them, even if there was no instant spark at the start. So if you didn't feel fireworks on day one, that doesn't mean there's no potential. Some of the strongest connections build slowly and end up lasting the longest. So here's what all of this really means. Attraction may start as biology, hormones and brain chemicals doing their quiet work in the background. But real, lasting connection is built through time, familiarity, and the choices two people make together. If this helped you understand your own mind a little better, that's exactly why this channel exists. Drop a comment and tell me, was there a moment when this suddenly made sense for you? If you want more videos that explain the science behind how we think, feel, and connect, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And there's a lot more of this coming.